In case of your friends, wait for a few weeks. A lecture which I delivered in Zurich University is about to be finalized and published. That lecture will contain many positive proofs of God's existence, inshallah. And even the most sophisticated, educated people, highly read in science, etc., will inshallah have to bow their head to the existence of God. So if you leave your address or if you keep your contact alive with us, the moment this book is published, inshallah, we will give you a few copies.
Good. Wọ́n ní àwọn ẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ní nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé bí ẹ bá ti ṣe lè gbàyàn níyànjú mọ́ láti sin Ọlọ́run bẹ́yìn ti ṣe ń sin Ọlọ́run wọ́n ní bọ́lọ́run bá fún Ọlọ́run kó fún yín ṣe bọ́lọ́run bá ti fún yín ṣe gbogbo wọn náà ni wọ́n wàá ṣe é ṣe èní wọ́n ní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ máa fún wọn ní àwọn nǹkan tí wọn ò ní fi gbàgbé wípé nǹkan tí ẹ bá wọn sọ rèé gẹ́gẹ́ bí àpẹẹrẹ wọn láwọn náà fún yín ní àwọn òwe kan gẹ́gẹ́ bó ti ṣe ń fún wa tọ́lẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn society tó kù náà pé àwọn ó fún wa ní àwọn òwe kan irú ìwé yẹn kọ́ ẹ máa mú fún àwọn ènìyàn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Islam ni kò mọ bí wọ́n ti ṣe ń wẹ janabat tó dẹ̀ ń kírun ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Islam òun ni kò mọ bó ti ń ṣe àlùwàlà àlùwùdóì they cannot know how to perform àlùwùdóì àlùwàlà so kíkọ́ ni olómi kò mọ gbólóhùn tá à ń wí fàníyàn olómi kò mọ àníyàn tá à ń dá àgbà tá a bá fẹ́ kírun àníyàn subuhi ni o ti suhuri ni o asiri ni o magrib ni o ìṣáì ni o olómi kò mọ kódà olómi kò mọ báwo la ti ṣe wẹ janabat olómi kò mọ báwo la ti ṣe wẹ hela táǹpẹ̀ ní haidọ̀ olómi kò mọ báwo la ti ṣe wẹ jẹ̀bi mọ́ àádẹ́jọ́ máa kóra pọ̀ mọ́sálásí àá máa kírun òótọ́ sẹ̀mí Allahu liman hamidahu gbogbo ẹni bá ti wà mọ́sálásí Ọlọ́run kó gbàdúrà wa kó lè gbàníyàn wa wọ́n ní gbogbo yẹn náà ni wọ́n kọ́ wa.
Yes, please.
2 more questions, Abi.
2 more.
Imam Ahmad Musa, he would like to ask.
First. Microphone, huh? Let him have.
I like this one.
The question I want to ask follows on from what our sister asked. I just want to take it a bit further.
Right.
I met someone about 3 days ago who said to me that there's no God. He's a Muslim. He's from Bangladesh.
He said there's no God.
Yeah, he was a Muslim from birth. He's about 55 years old, and he said for the past 5 years he doesn't believe there's God and he doesn't believe in the Muslim religion. And I asked him why. He gave me some reason. There are so many reasons, but one of them is one which is puzzling. It is that if there were to be God, why is there flood in Bangladesh? That is his own country where he comes from. And then why is God looking at what is happening in Bosnia when children are being massacred by a group of people? Why has God given those people power to go and commit all those atrocities in those countries? He went even further and said there are so many people suffering who are Muslims who haven't got enough money to eat, who haven't got enough money to sustain themselves in this world. He said, why do you believe? Can you tell me the reason why you think there's God? He doesn't really believe there's God. I tried to explain to him because I didn't have his own belief, but I'm just passing the question to you whether you can enlighten us as to what I can tell him, and that's it.
So, gẹ́gẹ́ bí lọ́yà ti ṣe wíṣẹ́ àwọn pé yìnbó lọ́yà ó ju tàwa ti Nàìjíríà lọ nǹkan tí èmi ságbọ́n bẹ̀ ni pé bó bá jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ń bẹ lóòótọ́ kí ló dé táwọn ènìyàn ìlú kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn èèyàn ń kú ní ikú túláàsì ikú omi àti pé kí ìyà ń jẹ àwọn kan tẹ́bi ń pa wọ́n pé ṣé kò sọ Ọlọ́run lọ́dọ̀ wọn ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
You see, this question is a very naive question.
Good.
Very simple. Somebody who doesn't understand the philosophy of life
Allah Akbar
has raised this question. Like blind people ask, how can you walk around without striking against obstacles? It is a question from the blind naturally. My answer, I'll try to be brief. When I tell you, then it will give you a new light to answer such questions. God is not our servant whom we should call when we need, and when he needs us we reject him. God is not our slave to be used and rejected and abandoned when we don't need him. The Holy Quran says, I listen to your prayer, but you also respond to my call, not otherwise. The Muslim world has practically abandoned God. You go to Bangladesh, they live practically a godless life. They indulge in all crimes all over the world, in the Muslim world. They drink, they bribe, they rob the property of the poor people. They do whatever they can to anger God without caring. But when they suffer, they say, come God, help us. God is not a servant of anybody. So what is happening to the world of Islam is the doing of the Muslims themselves. And they are expecting things from God without having done anything for God. Why didn't God abandon Hadhrat Muhammad Rasulullah? Was there a God then and he's died now? This is the question. He was just one against the whole Arab. The entire might of Arabia was defeated by one man. Was it God or something else? So this is the answer. You can't solve this question by emotions. You can only solve this question by proper, mature wisdom. Thank you.
wọ́n ní gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ti ṣe mọ̀ nǹkan tí èèyàn bá da omi síwájú á tẹ̀lé tútù ìtumọ̀ ènìyàn tá a lè wí ìwà tí àwa ènìyàn náà ń fù ó pọ̀ ju nǹkan tí kò yẹ kójú má rí lọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn apá kejì wa náà sọ wípé àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan o àwọn apá kejì wa náà sọ wípé a bí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bàbá wò látara ọmọ láti ràn kínní dídé tí ràn kẹfà kẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń rí ènìyàn tọrọ ẹ̀ bá ń dayọ̀ bó bá ti ṣe sí báwọn òbí ẹ̀ bá ṣe sí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ́mọ náà ṣe máa gbádùn sí tẹ̀bádẹ̀ ra àwọn olòmíì tó bá jẹ́ pé ṣe ni wọ́n wà lẹ́nu ìyà ó lè máa jòun ló jẹ́ ní ìyà àwọn òbí ẹ̀ ó ti fi wà á yà á lẹ̀ tóun náà wà ń forí kó ni ìṣókí.
Yes, you see what they have missed is not God, but a servant. Yes, please. Please.
This question is related directly to the Ahmadiyya movement.
Right.
We have heard about many caliphs, many sheikhs in Ahmadiyya. Not until when our sheikh here, Sheikh Idris, informed us about this, our father, our sheikh sitting down here, that we know that there is a head sheikh. What is that? And which one shall we recognize as the head, as we have seen you this evening? So that Nabi Karim.
It's a good thing. Couldn't follow the question.
wọ́n ní nǹkan tí àwọn fẹ́ béèrè ni pé ṣéwù pọ̀ tààràtà káàkiri àgbáyé bó ti wà ní nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló wà ní amẹ́ríkà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló wà ní saudi arabia bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló wà ní nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló wà ní london bíi wọ́n ní kí ló wá dé tó fi jẹ́ wípé èmi tí mo jẹ́ ṣéwù Idris tí wá pé ṣéwù Hadhrat Tahir Ahmed òun náà ni ṣéwù gbogbogbò kí ni díẹ̀ àti pé kí ni àpẹẹrẹ tí àwọn lè rí láti gbọ́ lẹ́nu wọn wò bí wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé tí wọ́n bá ti ọ̀pá bọ́ hò nǹkan kan ajá ẹgbẹ́ lọ́run tóbi.
You see, a true leader in religion cannot be a self-styled leader. In democracy, leaders are chosen by the people. In religion, leaders are chosen by God. ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ وَاللَّهُ ذُو الْفَضْلِ الْعَظِيمِ أَهُمْ يَقْسِمُونَ رَحْمَةَ رَبِّكَ So this is Allah's dressing. I haven't done anything to earn this.
tó wọ́n ní.